Hi guys, what's up? Bitcoin is flashing key bearish signals that you're probably not paying attention to. But thankfully you're watching this right now. I'm going to give you a little heads up on what Bitcoin is doing right now. Bitcoin had its worst weekly close over the last 7 weeks last night, right? If you count from here, you see this. These are weekly candles, right? This is a weekly chart right here, and Bitcoin had its worst close below the 20 EMA right here. Now you can see this about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago to be precise. We had a dump to the 20 EMA and bounced right off it quickly. Then the next week we had a bounce right off it again, a dump to that 20 EMA and bounce right off again, and then we saw this huge bearish weekly candle all through last week, and then we closed below it. Right, last night we were taking a look at this to see where Bitcoin was going to close, and we hope that it closed at least around above 43,700, which would have been nice. It looked like it was going to close above it, but then close to the nick of time, we had a dump that ran it down below the 20 EMA, which is currently around 43,630 or thereabout. Now we can see that Bitcoin closed below the 20 EMA line, and right now bounced off this morning, and using that same line 43,600 or thereabout as support, as resistance right now. Now you have to pay attention to these lines. The first line you're going to pay attention is to the current area of 43,630 and then 44,800 or 45k. So from here to 45k region you have to pay attention, because this is where you have the weekly 10 EMA as resistance right here. Even if within this week we're going to bounce up to 44,800 or 45k, you're going to pay attention to that line because it's going to act as resistance, right? It's going to act as resistance. We've not had such a bearish close on a weekly candle, and you have to pay attention to weekly closes because it's quite vital right here. Now, if you've watched several updates, Bitcoin updates, you know that we have mentioned that we don't want to see Bitcoin fall into this box again for the sake of the bulls, all right? It's important that Bitcoin does not fall back into this box where we've had long consolidations, right? So, but then again, you know that realistically, we are likely going to get to the 37,800 region right here. I'm going to show you why, because on the daily candle right here, if you watch our last Bitcoin update, we mentioned that this breakdown from the ascending channel that we saw right here is supposed to get to at least 37,800 region, which happens to coincide with the Fibonacci level. If you plot up your Fib from this bottom to the top right here, you're going to see that this 37,800 region is around the 618 Fib level, which is logical for Bitcoin to fall and complete this measurement right here, this range of dump. That is how technical analysis works right here. So if we get down there, you shouldn't be surprised at all, because right now you can see that Bitcoin is using this as a support, as resistance right here. The 10 EMA on the daily candle even, which is around the 44k region, is using it as resistance. Because see, after this dump we had the bounce and then using it as resistance. We're still using this line as resistance. So don't get surprised if we have any severe dumps down to the 37,800 region or the 38k region this week right here. Another thing you should pay attention right here is the death cross that is happening on this 20. So I'm just going to close this right here. And this 20 and 50 EMA. I know it's not as much as the golden cross we talked about on the 50 and 200 EMA in the last couple of weeks, but right here you have to pay attention because the daily candle is still very significant. By dead cross I mean the smaller moving average crossing below the higher one. Right here we have the 50 and the 20 and the 50, which is the red and the orange one right here. It's kissing right here. It's going it's very close and about to cross below it. Now every time you have to understand that moving average is lag, all right? So this is not an indication that we're going to have a severe dump, but likely every time this has happened, just like the golden cross, we saw the reaction right here on the golden cross when the red one crossed above the 50. We had this bullish signal. And then if we go back our charts again, we see this death cross that happened right here when the red went below. We saw severe dumps, and this was in May 2021. When we go back our charts again, we're going to try to see other areas where we had a golden or the death cross happen. Right here, we had the golden cross happen, and we had a very long bullish scenario just around October 2020 where we had this golden cross right here. So I'm just going to try to find somewhere else where we have a dead cross on this chart. Of course, we had a dead cross around March 2020, but that was the COVID. If you want to use that COVID as excuse, we're going to see other areas where we had dead crosses on the 20 and the 50 daily EMA just around here again in September 2019. Of course, we know Septembers are always bearish. We had this very severe dump. And back again in 2018, during the Bitcoin bull run, blow off top, we had another dead cross right here. Let's just try to find that to be precise. Now, here we had this dead cross again, and the first one that happened after that blew off top in 20, I think that was 2018, January or thereabout. So I think that was just around here that we had the first, after the 2017 bull run, we had that blow off top and this dead cross on the daily candle. So it's important that we pay attention to what we see on our charts regardless of what happens, and make sure you are managing your risk. So let me know, guys, in the comment section what you're doing right now. Are you sitting on the sidelines? Are you trading anything? Are you holding anything right now outside your long-term holdbacks? Guys, if you're just jumping or stumbling on this channel for the first time, endeavor to hit that subscribe button right away because we share valuable content. And turn on that notification bell so YouTube will notify you whenever we post Bitcoin updates or any other relevant update in the crypto industry right here. Endeavor to hit like on this video, guys. Endeavor to hit like on this video so YouTube will help spread this content, guys. Cheers and see you in the next update.